Adventurers, this is Aric here, the RPG specialist at the End Games in Charlottesville, here with an unboxing video for the Storm King's Thunder Icons of the Realms miniatures. I'm going to be opening a box, as well as my good friend Cody, who is currently manning the camera, and we're going to see just what kind of quality we're dealing with these new miniatures. So, let's go ahead and start with the first one. Oh! Wow, they're not kidding when they tell you that these miniatures come big. So it looks like the smaller ones are tucked away behind the plastic pretty safely. These are huge. They're secured into the plastic by kind of a twist tie so that they don't come loose in the box and get bent up, which have been problems in previous iterations of D&D miniatures. This is a Hill Giant miniature, and I have to say I'm pretty impressed with the attention to detail. There's some inking on the outside of the arms to make it look like, you know, he's been in the grime and the dirt. I don't see any bent parts, which is nice. It's a nice upgrade from previous iterations of the Icons of the Realms series. The base is nice and flat, not bent up. It was obviously taken care of during processing and shipping. On the back, you can see he's got some kind of enormous haversack with like a net over it. Looks like this is some kind of a hunter, but yeah, the facial details are good. The eyes are in the right position. The grimace is completely and utterly intimidating for a small group of adventurers. So the Hill Giant gets a thumbs up in my book. But let's see what some of his smaller accomplices in this box look like. We have a bandit captain who also looks surprisingly good. Smaller miniatures can be hard to paint on facial details for, but this guy appears to be pretty accurate. Good looking set of exposed teeth. He's got a knife, like a little kunai there, a stiletto that's not bent at all. The boots and the clothes are painted properly in their various layers. Doesn't look like there's too much bleeding of paint onto one section from another. So that's a good indicator so far. Looks like we've got some creatures here. Each one of these is packaged in their own individual bubble wrap, unlike previous versions, which were just in small plastic bags. These are actually packaged with a lot more care, which could indicate why they're so well preserved. We have here a dark Mantle, which appears to be some kind of a hooded squid creature. That looks pretty terrifying. Not sure I'd want to run into that in a dark cave, but it's got like webbed tentacles and a series of eyes all around the outside. So yeah, definitely something we would want to try to avoid. Looks like the next one we've got here is some kind of a goblin or a kobold, maybe some kind of a coblin. We've got a... Oh, no, actually, this is something that they got from the Asian adventurers back in the day. This is a Kenku, which is a bird-person race, so they're kind of like Tengu. This guy appears to be some kind of a rogue. He's just got a basic short sword and a hood and rags, belt, but there's a little bit of bending on the short sword, but it's not bad, and the old fix probably still works. A little bit of the feet have some of the black paint from the base on them, but smaller models are a lot harder to deal with, and this guy still looks really, really good. So, this is my first box, and I have to say I'm pretty impressed and pretty hopeful for the quality of the rest of them. I'm going to go ahead and take control of the camera now. Hand you over to a much more charismatic unboxer.
Huh. Well, certainly no way I can follow that up. Hi, I'm Cody. I'm a gamer. I happen to be in the store at the right place at the right time. My wit is not near as sharp as Aric's. I have to use a knife. Open my boxes.
I mean, so like if I want to play something like next Friday, I can come in and buy it for you guys on that Friday.
See what we got. That's good news for a DM. Bad news for the rest of you. We'll save him for a second. Start with the smaller guys here. Three Kreen. Never heard of them. Never used them.
I can offer a little background on the Thrickreen.
Bring it on.
They are a race of ant people popular in the Dark Sun setting of Athos.
Ah, yes. Very, very thin arms and legs and antennae, and a spear here. Just a little bit of warping on that spear. Everything else looks great. It's in order. Again, there's a little bit of black dusting, like dirt effect, which I imagine one might want on an ant monster of some kind. Very good, very pleased. On to number 2. A hellhound. Everyone's favorite beast. Very fine detail coming up from the chest area there, getting kind of that dim red glow effect with that red gradient. Number 3. A classical D&D monster from old. A giant frog. Doesn't get any simpler than that. Very nice detail on its arms and legs. Looks like they were actually separate pieces that were molded and then later put in there. I like it. I love it. Laugh now if you want, but I will make sure this makes more than one appearance in several games. Now for the final, smaller, less significant miniature that came in this box.
Wow.
Now, first glance, his arm is off, but it's here. They found him. They remember.
Oh, so they come in separate pieces.
Yes.
That's intentional.
Yes. That just feels so much better having that back on. Well, this is a unique giant that will be known to you and your players as Harshnag.
Can you show us his name?
This is 4345.
Huh. That's pretty cool.
Let's get a load of that fine chainmail he's got, as well as the detail on his leather armor there.
Pretty significant detail on the weapon, too. Some knot work.
I'm sure he's friendly. Just look at that face.
Well, I think this has been a pretty successful unboxing.
I do too. We unboxed all the things in there.
So, if you're looking to get some miniatures to add to your collection, feel free to come on down to the End Games at 143 Zan Road in Charlottesville. This is Aric and
Cody.
signing off.